I will freely admit I'm incredibly overwhelmed. This is a stack of mail, including these, which are all bills. I haven't even opened yet, and I have no idea what's in there. And I think part of it is avoidance. You know, I'm trying to get my head wrapped around this. See, this is my surgical guide that they gave me when I was diagnosed. It's a book of all kinds of fun information that I have to know before I go in. I started a detox program, and nothing, no crazy cleanse or anything like that. Basically all I did was cut out dairy, cut out gluten, cut out sugar, which was critical for me because I'm a sugar addict. I also, all of the food I've been eating is just whole food, all organic. I'm doing my best to kind of get myself as healthy as possible before I go through this. The surgeon was good with me waiting. We know that my tumor has been there for quite some time. As tough as I am trying to be a warrior, there have been days that I've gone down the rabbit hole, and I use that to help me get out of it, because how can you not? This is Fergus and his avocado. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Is that your avocado? Will you go get your avocado in there? Cool. Okay. So that has been my therapy. This guy gets me out and he makes me feel present. What I have control over is my current state of affairs. And that's one of the things what this has got to go, because all this is doing is stressing me out. So I'm going to be taking a few days off, and I'm going to tackle this. And then once it's gone, that's going to help me meditate more. She can't watch me go through all this and not focus on me. I'm still focusing on everybody else. I'm still focusing on what I have to do at work, and I'm still focusing on, you know, making sure Deke's okay and everybody else who's worried about me is okay. And oh man, did she lay into me. And let me tell you, that's what a true friend is. Because she told me that if I don't face up to this and I'm not ready for this, you know, how's anybody else supposed to help me if I can't help myself? So, and how am I going to be good for anybody else if I don't take care of myself? So, yeah, she got me, and the problem is I preach this. I tell people this. I tell people this stuff all the time, and here I am not listening to myself. And you know what? I'm now listening to myself, because it's just good advice, and I have to be in the best place I can be, because I want to be back. I want to be back in January. I want to be back ready to rock and roll. I want to be back ready to share the rest of the story with you guys. And I need to put this behind me. I got too much stuff to do. And you know, so hence, yeah, finding out I'm not Superwoman, not a happy place to be. But now I'm well aware there's no more avoidance. I have to face this head on. I have to deal with this. And yeah, the avoidance thing, and like I think that's what I was doing. I think my way of avoiding what I had to deal with was, you know, focusing on other people, dealing with what I was dealing with. Nah, it's got to stop, because now, for once, it's all about me. Really is. And I got to take care of this stuff. And this is just the medical bill stuff. I haven't even started going through the insurance stuff and the life insurance and making the will and the power of attorney. And I do have the living will and the healthcare power of attorney. But I need other things to get ready because everybody should have those. And literally, I need to get my affairs in order because God forbid something does happen to me. I need to make sure Deke knows exactly where everything is and what he needs to worry about. And I want to make it as simple as possible for him. I don't want him to stress one iota over any of this if he needs to have to deal with something worse. And my back of my mind says, if I have all that stuff ready, I won't need it. So, it's kind of like a weird mind game. Get all that stuff ready so you don't need it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a bunch of time off and I'm going to get this stuff done. Work-life balance. I had none. I pretty much work 7 days a week, 24/7, at one job or another. And that's got to stop. There's something to be said. I thought I had it all together. I really did. I thought I was able to handle all of this stuff. And obviously, this mountain in front of me is proof that I wasn't handling anything. And that's a good reality check too. This is not acceptable. And this isn't even all of it. This is just what I've organized in the last half hour. I'm sure there's another stack in the house somewhere that I have to deal with. But yeah, that work-life balance, you need to find it. If anything I want people to learn from is it's okay to put yourself first. We often forget to do that. But if you're the primary caregiver and, oh, gee, I'm the health reporter, I kind of take care of everybody in my head. If I don't take care of me, I can't take care of anybody. So you need to find that balance. And the other thing too is I'm on the outside, I'm taking care of everything and I've got this handled and I'm going to fight this and I'm going to deal with this and I got this. On the inside, I obviously am not dealing with this. I've been avoiding it. And you can't do that. And I haven't, even though I'm trying to do one thing at a time, I'm not focusing on the things I need to focus on. And yeah, there are times, and you got to find that time. It's going to take more than scheduling an hour in your day to take care of yourself. But you really do. Self-care is about survival. It's not about a spa day or a pedicure. It's about survival. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to survive. The best medicine, attitude. Even on the days you don't believe it all the way, attitude is, in my opinion, the most important medicine. And from all the people I've met over the years who've gone through way worse than this, those are the people who seem to do the best, is they've got the right attitude that it is what it is. There are things you can control, there are things you can control, and you better figure out which is which. The things I can control are getting myself healthy. I can control taking care of the paperwork. I can't control how people react to this. And that's one of the things I've been too busy focusing on, is something I have no control over. I've been too worried about taking care of other people because of they're having a hard time with what I'm going through. And, That's ridiculous. I can't do that. That's out of my control. So the one thing I will say is if somebody tells you a horrible thing, don't cry in front of them. You can cry later. Go somewhere else and lose it. But do not cry in front of them. And realize that as much as you think somebody is so strong and they're going to get through this, I'm not strong. I don't have a choice. Anybody dealing with something like this, we don't know how strong we are until we have to face something like this. All I know is I got to deal. I don't have a choice. And if that makes me strong in somebody's eyes, well, that's awesome. But the way I want to deal is with humor, with attitude, and again, the things I can control. My health going into this. That's what I can do. And again, and allow myself those moments of feeling sorry for myself. But I can't dwell on those moments. Those moments have to come and go. And believe me when I tell you, I'm really good at that. Like I went down the rabbit hole for a bit, and then all of a sudden it was like, you start talking to yourself, like, Monica, get over it. You got stuff to do. You have people who are counting on you. You have people who care about you. And you've got work to do. Not just this. You've got other work to do that you don't even know you have yet. So I don't know. I don't know why that, and I don't have time to worry about why did this happen to me? Why me? Why not me? You know what? If I can take this and make it somebody else's survival guide, that's why I got this.